Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals and I am super excited to share the vintage and antique haul that I got while I was in Melbourne. So I have already shared a big haul video showing everything that I got in Melbourne, but I wanted to do this separate one so I could go into a bit more detail showing you what I got here. So the first thing I want to show you isn't even on the screen, but it is this vintage ledger. So this one I found at a place called Hunted, and it is an antique place where you can find all sorts of treasures. It's a huge sort of warehouse where there's different stalls. So I don't know, there might be 100 different stalls in there from different sellers, and it's just amazing. It's probably my favorite shop. My favorite shop. But it's hit or miss what you find. I've been there for a few years now, and every year you just never know what you'll find. Some years I find a lot, other years I don't find much. This year I found so many good things. Last year, well, I wasn't there last year, but 2 years ago I found a typewriter, a vintage typewriter, and I used that for typing up my book. So that was really fun. And you know, I've got a lot of postcards here and different things like that. And other years when I go to Melbourne, I don't find many postcards at all, but it felt like every stall I went to, every shop had postcards. It was so good. So these two books here I got from another shop called Butler's. And I do have footage of me taking you thrifting at both of these places. So that's coming up on my channel. I'm not sure if it's already been on my channel or coming up still, but I still need to edit that footage and share that with you. So this is from a place called Butler's. Same sort of thing. It's much smaller than Hunted, but same type of thing. Vintage and antique finds with different stalls. So each stall is a different seller. So this one is an antique French, it looks like school book from 1919. And look at that gorgeous writing. Beautiful. And look at that cover as well. And then this one here is another antique French school book, but this one has stunning purple penmanship. Isn't that gorgeous? The purple is so pretty. This one has a map on the back and just filled with lovely, lovely writing. So fun finding the purple ink. Very unique. So they did have two others, I believe. And if I could afford it, I would have gotten all of them, but I just chose these two. At that same place, I got these. These are vintage tea cards, and I've already got a few of these, but my stash is getting low. And when my stash gets low, I start to hoard them and save them. So I thought, let's top up that stash while I can. And so I've got another set of these beautiful butterfly. Is that the same one as that? I think it is. Butterfly tea cards. So you can see on the back it has some information, and yeah, excited to get those. I also, from that same place in Butler's, got all of these postcards. In fact, every year I go to Butler's, I tend to get postcards. They tend to always have some, but this year they had so many, like different sellers all had them. In previous years, only a couple sellers might have had them. So I want to show you these ones first. These are antique ones, and these are French ones. So absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Like, yeah, I love these. So since these ones are antique, I'll be able to scan these ones, and I made sure to get 2, 4, 6, 8 That's a bit of a different one, I think. So I could make a kit with it all, but look at these. You can see they're all very similar. And then the backs. Very awesome. Very, very awesome. Love, love, love. So this one looks like it's from, let me get that closer to my face, 1911 or 1917. Is that 1912? I think there was another one that was 1920. Sometimes you have to look a bit harder to find the dates and everything, but yeah, love, love, love. Sometimes you can find the date on the stamps as well. And then I got these two, which are a little bit different, but look at those colors. They're stunning. So this one's 1923 and 21. So actually, I think I had these as part of this. So that would be the collection of antique ones with the vintage French or antique French collection. This one is English, I believe. Like all the cards are written in English. And I don't think these are antique. I'm pretty sure these ones are vintage. But these ones are my favorite. And it's just personal preference. Other people prefer this kind, but I don't know, there's something about these ones. I love the borders with the embossing. I love the bright florals rather than the muted. And I thought these were just absolutely stunning. So stunning. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of those as well. So 10 vintage and 10 antique. All right, so then I got at another vintage place called Market Fair these two postcards, and they had a few different postcards at this place. I've already shared a walkthrough of this shop, so I took you through that with me taking you thrifting, and one of the stores had these, and I showed you in that video how I picked out these two. And this was the very first place I went to while I was in Melbourne, so I didn't know I would find all these other postcards. But yeah, I got those two as well. At Hunted again, so that first place where I got the vintage ledger from, that's where I got the rest of these from. So I also got these gorgeous, gorgeous cards. So I always like to get tea cards, postcards, playing cards, swap cards if I can. These are my favorite types of things to put into journals, or original, authentic, vintage items. So I just got a set of the birds and a set of the flowers because I always use those in my journals. And then this is sort of the jackpot. Let me just share one first thing here. I didn't include this one in this video because I will have a separate video for this where I'll do a flip through of this page by page. But this is a vintage book that I also got from Hunted, and it's just stunning. It was in a cabinet, so I had to get the lady to unlock it with the keys. So it's just beautiful. I will go page by page with that one. I've already filmed that video actually, so it might already be up if you want to check it out. But yeah, I did get that from the same place I got these. Now this, saving this to last because this was amazing. This was in the same cabinet as this. In fact, when I show you the footage of taking you thrifting with me at Hunted, you'll probably see me show the cabinet that these were in. And this was jackpot because it was in this bag. It came like this in this bag. You couldn't see what was in there, but it just said 60 postcards. So I was like, oh, I love postcards. 60, that's great. So I pulled it out, and it's actually, when I got it home and I went through it all, I found out that it's not all postcards. I think there were about 20 postcards, but the rest, hang on, let me have a look here. Okay, so these ones are the postcards, which I'm happy about, even if it was just this. These are so cool. 1907. There's another beautiful swan. Look at that stunning postcard. and another swan there. Maybe I have to do a swan journal. Why are there so many swans? And that's quite amazing. So there was a selection of beautiful postcards, some vintage, some antique. Very happy with that. But then, I want to show the swan. The swans are stunning. Okay. But then, what I found were these antique trading cards, which I'd never seen in person. I've seen them, you know, online, but never seen these. And I had to Google what they were. So I think they're cards where businesses would hand these out or send them in the mail to advertise their business. I'm not sure. If you know exactly what they are, let me know. But some of them are absolutely stunning. I love these floral ones. Lots of these, if not all, are from the 1800s. So a wonderful, wonderful antique find. And I'll be able to scan these front and back as well, all the antique ones, and turn that into a kit in the future as well. I mean, it's going to take me a while because there's so many. And there's other random things included as well, not just trading cards. There's, I don't know, I don't even know what is included in here. There's just so much. Some of them come in these little plastic bags as well. So it was just a bulk lot and such a good bargain because these things can sell $5 to $10 by themselves. But I got it for such a great deal in a pack where there was, actually I counted, there were over 60 pieces, and I got them all for less than $1 each, which was just amazing. Like, I saw similar things to these, like the postcards can cost up to $5, $8 sometimes. Look at that one, that's really pretty too. So to get it in a bundle was just like jackpot, absolute jackpot. And yeah, just take you through all of these. Look at that one, stunning. So those ones were all in like plastic, and then these ones are just by themselves. But look at that, look at that, isn't that, look at that. Even the backs are stunning. So beautiful. So this was such an amazing find. I was so happy with this find. I asked in that haul video where I shared everything that I got in Melbourne what your favorite items were that I got, and this would probably be the second favorite item. Like, there's even a cabinet card in here. There's like all sorts of vintage and antique goodies in here. Like, look at that, look at that, stunning. My favorite is the book. That was probably my absolute favorite find from the entire collection of items that I got from Melbourne. But this pack of 60 items is probably my second favorite thing that I got in Melbourne. Like, it's just stunning, stunning. Look at all of this. And then there's some vintage cards. Like, look at these vintage cards, Valentine's cards. Just some extra little goodies as well that were included in this amazing pack. So got a pack of postcards, yay, but I feel like I was more excited about the trading cards than I was about the postcards in the end, especially since I got postcards from other places too. Look at that, absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that is my vintage and antique haul that I got while I was in Melbourne. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know from this haul which one was your favorite. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.